For over 200 years, a mystery has been buried beneath the rugged shores of Oak Island. This small island off the coast of Nova Scotia has lured generations of treasure hunters, each one digging into collapsing tunnels and flooded shafts, all chasing the legend of the Money Pit. The belief is that something extraordinary lies hidden here, lost treasure, priceless artifacts, or maybe something intentionally concealed long ago. Now, in Season 13, Episode 16, the search has reached a dramatic turning point. After months of drilling deeper than ever before, the team has made a discovery nearly 100 feet underground, something that simply shouldn't exist there. This isn't just scattered debris or natural rock formations. The evidence points to something far more intriguing: a man-made structure buried deep beneath the island. This discovery immediately raises new questions. Who built it? Why was it hidden so deep? And most importantly, what were they trying to protect? Using advanced scanning systems and powerful drilling technology, the team is beginning to uncover patterns below the surface. Wooden formations, stone alignments, and structural shapes are appearing in the data, suggesting a possible underground system larger than anyone had ever imagined. If this theory is correct, it could change everything we think we know about Oak Island. But the deeper the team digs, the more dangerous the work becomes. The island's infamous flood tunnels, unstable shafts, and a long history of tragedy are constant reminders of the risk. 6 lives have already been lost in the search for Oak Island's secrets. This island has never given up its mysteries easily. Now, the team faces one crucial question. Have they finally uncovered the hidden structure that protects Oak Island's greatest secret? Because whatever lies 100 feet below, the surface may be the closest anyone has ever come to solving this legendary curse. To understand why the discovery in Episode 16 is so important, we need to look at the path that led to it. Season 13 began with a very different strategy. In the past, the team explored many areas of the island at once, drilling in several locations and pursuing multiple theories simultaneously. But this season, they chose a more focused approach. Their primary target became the T1 shaft. Instead of spreading resources thin, they committed fully to digging deeper at this single location. It was a bold decision, one that required significant investment, equipment, and patience. The challenges began almost immediately. From the start, the T1 shaft proved extremely difficult to excavate. Collapsing casings threatened the stability of the entire operation. Unexpected rock formations slowed progress at critical depths. At one point, a near cave-in reminded everyone just how dangerous this work truly is. Digging at such depths is hard enough anywhere in the world, but Oak Island presents an additional obstacle: the famous flood tunnel system. These underground channels are believed to connect excavation shafts directly to the ocean, allowing seawater to rush in whenever someone digs too deep. This means every attempt to reach the bottom risks flooding the entire operation. Despite these dangers, the team pushed on, and soon they began noticing something unusual in the scanning data coming from the T1 shaft. At deeper levels, the readings started showing anomalous signals that didn't match natural geological formations. Instead of random rock layers, the data suggested something organized, something structured. In most places, this kind of signal would immediately point to a man-made structure. But Oak Island has fooled explorers before, so the team remained cautious. They continued drilling, recorded the anomalies, and waited for confirmation. That confirmation finally arrives in Episode 16, at a depth of approximately 100 feet. As the drill pushes deeper, the atmosphere among the team begins to change. The excitement in the room isn't loud or dramatic. It's focused, controlled. It's the kind of energy experienced investigators feel when they sense they are approaching something real. The operation intensifies. Compressed air systems, high-pressure extraction tools, and precision scanning equipment are all deployed at the same time. This isn't an act of desperation. It's an act of confidence. The data suggests something important lies below, and the team is determined not to miss it. At around 80 feet, the first unusual signals appear. The readings show a change in density. Something beneath the drill doesn't match the surrounding soil and rock. At 90 feet, the signal becomes clearer. The scans begin revealing just straight lines that don't resemble natural rock formations. Nature rarely creates perfect angles underground, but these shapes appear measured and deliberate. Then the drill reaches 100 feet, and suddenly the signal becomes undeniable. The room falls silent. Someone studies the monitor carefully and says something simple but astonishing. You can see that it is empty. Then another voice adds for words that change everything. It keeps going deeper. Those words carry the weight of more than 2 centuries of searching. Because if the cavity continues beyond the camera's reach, it means this isn't just a small pocket of air in the ground. It's a real underground space, a chamber, a structure, something intentionally built. The scan data reveals clear shapes, walls meeting at angles, a flat floor supporting the space, and a ceiling that has somehow remained intact despite centuries of pressure. What the team appears to have discovered is a hidden chamber buried 100 feet below Oak Island. And that discovery raises an even bigger question. How was it built? Constructing something like this centuries ago would have required enormous effort. Workers would have needed to dig deep shafts, reinforce the walls, and build chambers underground before sealing everything in place. Whoever created this structure clearly had advanced knowledge of engineering and planning, and the famous Oak Island flood tunnel system supports this idea. These tunnels were designed to flood excavation shafts with seawater, a defensive system, protecting whatever lies beneath. Systems like this are far beyond what pirates would build. Pirates buried treasure quickly. They didn't construct elaborate underground engineering projects. Whoever built the structure at 100 feet was operating on a completely different level. And then the scanners detect something even more surprising. Inside the chamber, the equipment picks up a signal for metal. But not just any metal. The signal indicates non-ferrous metal materials like copper, bronze, or even gold. Unlike iron or steel, these metals do not rust easily and can survive underground for centuries. Which means, if the reading is correct, someone intentionally placed metal objects inside that chamber long ago. That realization sends a wave of excitement through the entire team. Because building a chamber this deep to protect something suggests incredible value. You don't construct underground structures like this to hide ordinary items. You build them to protect something priceless, something important enough to justify massive effort and resources. As the signal continues to appear clearly in the scan data, one team member finally voices what everyone else is thinking. It looks like gold. If that possibility proves true, the mystery of Oak Island could finally enter a new chapter. For more than 200 years, people have wondered whether anything was truly buried on the island. Now, the evidence suggests the answer may finally be yes. But that only leads to even bigger questions. Who built it? When was it constructed? And why was it hidden so carefully? Earlier discoveries during Season 13 may already provide clues. the team uncovered a pickaxe believed to date back to the 1500s, a working tool used for excavation. They also discovered carefully arranged stone structures and a cobblestone pathway in the island's swamp, suggesting heavy materials were transported across the island long ago. Taken together, these clues suggest something larger than a simple treasure burial. They point to a large, organized construction project, perhaps carried out by powerful groups with the resources and knowledge to build something meant to remain hidden for centuries. Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some believe the Knights Templar may be connected. Others suggest early European explorers operating in secret. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This was not the work of pirates. It was something far more sophisticated. And now, after 13 seasons of searching, Rick and Marty Lagina may be closer than anyone in history to uncovering that truth. For Rick Lagina, the search has never been only about treasure. What he truly wants is proof. Proof that the Oak Island mystery is real. Proof that the legends are based on real historical events. And in episode 16, standing in front of the data showing a sealed structure 100 feet underground with a metal signal inside, that proof finally feels within reach. The island that has guarded its secrets for centuries may finally be beginning to reveal them. But the biggest mystery still remains. What exactly is waiting inside that underground chamber? Treasure? Ancient relics? Or something completely unexpected that could change history itself? Only time and the next dig will reveal the answer. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more updates on this incredible mystery.